In the more than 20 years that Vladimir Putin has been in the Russian government, the president has been accumulating a long list of opponents to his policy who have died in strange circumstances, murdered or sentenced to endless years in prison. The latest has been Alexei Navalny, a critic of the Russian government who died suddenly after taking a walk in the Arctic prison of Siberia. In 2002, Vladimir Golovlyov, a deputy of the Duma and co-chairman of the Liberal Russia Party, was shot in the head in broad daylight while walking his dog. He was charged with corruption, and during his time as a politician, he defended the idea of ending the totalitarian regime of the Kremlin. Yuri Shekutchkin, the former vice president of the State Duma's Security Committee, a defender of human rights in Russia and a fighter against crime and the mafia, died suddenly in 2003 after being admitted to the Central Clinical Hospital of the Kremlin for an allergy, which later turned into a possible poisoning with thallium. But this opponent of Putin was not the only one poisoned. Sergei Yushchenkov, a deputy and also co-chairman of the Liberal Russia Party, was shot several times as he walked to the door of the building where he lived. He used his bench in parliament to denounce his refusal towards the Kremlin. Zalimkhan Yandarbiev, president of the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, died after a bomb exploded the car he was driving. His death was linked to several agents of the Central Intelligence Department, the former KGB. Before Navalny, the death of Alexander Litvinenko was one of the most internationally publicized. Anna Politkovskaya, the journalist of Novaya Gazeta, who denounced abuses and human rights violations by the Kremlin, was shot dead at her own home. The cases have been happening year after year. Oligarchs and paramilitaries linked to Putin did not escape the deadly shadow that envelops the Kremlin. For example, Prigozhin, the then powerful leader of the Wagner Group, died in August 2023 after a plane he was traveling from Moscow to St. Petersburg crashed under unknown circumstances. The leader of the mercenaries participated in the war in Ukraine alongside the Russian army. However, just 2 months before his death, he led a military rebellion against the Kremlin that failed. Will any of the mistakes made by the leader of Wagner, as Putin points out, have led to his death? And the others who have died in suspicious circumstances, could they also have made the mistake of questioning a president who is presumed to be immune and untouchable?